Hello my friends, and welcome back to the rabbit hole, and welcome to my review of Torriden skincare. It's been a month of testing this brand. I am barefaced today to show you my results on my skin, and it ended up being quite an interesting month. If you are new to this channel, hello and welcome. I'm going to be sharing my thoughts on 10 products from Torriden. If you're just looking for thoughts on a specific product, timestamps and links are in the description box below. I do want to disclose that this video today, it is not sponsored, but I did receive all of these products in PR from Torriden as well as Stylovana. And finally, if you are interested in shopping this brand, I will include my codes to Stylovana and Yesstlye. Those are affiliate codes that get you a discount and get this channel commission. And as always, the video is going to be my honest thoughts, which I think is why I kind of do want to start out this video by saying some things. I don't know if everyone's gonna like what I say, but I want to say it. I want to see if anybody else is feeling the same way that I was before I tried this brand. Okay, so this is one of the most popular brands in Korea right now. It is, of course, a Korean skincare brand. On the surface, this brand does have a lot going for it. We are talking about a mostly fragrance-free brand, low irritant, cruelty-free, vegan, silicone-free. It definitely is a brand that I feel checks a lot of boxes for people in terms of what they're looking for. Meanwhile, the truth about how I perceived Torriden before doing this was, y'all are this excited about a brand that uses hyaluronic acid? What an obscure ingredient that absolutely nobody talks about. Don't get mad, don't get mad. I'm gonna tell you more. I kid you not though, I really was perplexed. You all picked this brand as the brand for me to review, and I was just over here going, why though? There's so many brands doing real interesting seeming things, and y'all want to know about a brand that is focused around hyaluronic acid. A month later, I'm going to tell you, I'm actually really glad I did this trial because it ended up being so interesting. Torriden actually does seem to be doing something very different from most brands out there. We're going to talk about 3 lines in today's video. And what I noticed is these are 3 lines that are really divided by skin concern, not by skin type. No, they want everyone to be able to use this hyaluronic acid serum, the FTC collection. They want it to be for all skin types, but addressing skin concerns. And I feel like they actually succeeded at this. I don't love every product. I will go ahead and tell you that now. I don't love every last product, but I feel like if that was Torriden's goal, they did succeed. They really did. It's actually different products, and I can't believe I'm saying this about, a serum that people call a hyaluronic acid serum. It's nothing personal against hyaluronic acid. I'm just somebody who's been making a lot of videos about a lot of skincare brands, and oh, how I am kind of personally really tired of hyaluronic acid. There's so many humectants. Hyaluronic acid is the Darude sandstorm, the Drake for the hip-hop community, the Taylor beautiful gowns. But again, this brand is more, so let's go ahead and get into the reviews of this brand. What I've decided to do in this video is to divide everything up by those lines because, like I just said, this brand addresses skin concerns. It's going to be helpful if we divide things this way. And for each line, right as I got to the end of this review, I decided to do a full day with just that line to see how my skin really feels. And so you're going to see some clips up on the screen of those days. Are you ready to get into it? I certainly am. Let's start with what seems to be the most popular collection, the Dive-In line. So with the Dive-In line, I really feel like Torriden designed a line for dehydrated skin. Now, really quickly, dehydrated skin is a skin concern that is often mixed up with the skin type of dry skin. See, skin types, that's something that's immutable. It's what you are born with. It's something that you really can't change. You can manage a skin type. I have dry skin. I manage it. My skin feels more normal. But a skin concern is a problem that you're dealing with your skin, and you can treat that. Dehydration, meaning that your skin lacks water, and this can happen whether you are oily, combo, or dry, versus dry skin, which is where your skin is not as good at holding on to that water. And frankly, I feel like what Torriden did so well with this collection is that I genuinely think if you have oily skin, you still might really love these products. And again, a lot of brands design their dehydrated skin collections to feel more fitting for dry skin. I've always thought that could be a problem because again, you can have dehydrated, oily skin. I like this collection a lot more than I thought I would. So let's go through each of the products because I don't love every single product in this collection. First of all, the Dive-In Cleansing Foam, again, the #1 cleanser in Korea right now. It's so funny. Torriden says this is for all skin types. I still feel like foams are going to be something you like more if you have oily to combo skin, but again, you can feel free to read through the comments on that video. There are people who say I have dry skin and I do like cleansing foam. But nonetheless, I do think cleansing foams are pretty fun to use. I think they did a good job of making this feel comfortable on your skin as you're using it. The whole idea behind this collection, I guess I still haven't said it, is it's not just hyaluronic acid, but also 5 different types of hyaluronic acid, the goal being so this humectant ingredient can penetrate to different layers of your skin and kind of hydrate all throughout. Again, I don't know how much hydration you really get from a cleanser because you wash it off, but I will say, overall, I think this is fun. It's not too stripping on my skin. It's just a category that just isn't my favorite. But it is the #1 cleanser in Korea, so a lot of people are certainly loving this. Let's chat next about what seems to be the most popular product from Torriden, the Dive-In Serum. This, again, is the product where I was over here scratching my head, just perplexed as to why people were so into this product. And now I'm here to tell you, I get it. I feel like Torriden got a lot of characteristics of this serum right. They got it right. First of all, this is a serum where when you go to apply it, it feels like it might be kind of thick on your skin. You can see the viscosity to it in just this swatch here. But then as you apply it to your skin, instead of feeling thick or heavy, it just feels like water. It's so incredibly lightweight. I really think if you are somebody who doesn't like to feel your skincare on your skin, oh, you are probably going to love this because it feels like nothing. It feels like water that absorbs into your skin and then leaves your skin kind of a little bit more plump looking. It's really effective, in short. And they also added in some ingredients that I personally really appreciate as someone with a difficult skin type. They've added in those active constituents found in cica to help with calming. Your panthenol, your allantoin, your beta-glucan, a ceramide ingredient. By the way, these all contain malachite extract. This collection contains malachite extract, which is what's giving it this blue hue. Malachite is a mineral that is naturally rich in copper. I think that actually is why I really do think this is a good hyaluronic acid serum, is because it's not just hyaluronic acid, it is more. Now listen, in all truth, the lines do get a bit repetitive, but I think this can be a good thing if you really find that you love that serum. You might also love the cream. From the same collection, the Dive-In Soothing Cream is also very lightweight. It moisturizes your skin, but again, it feels like nothing. Now for me, with my dry skin type, this is probably not going to be a favorite for me, but I will say, again, when I start with the serum and then apply this cream and then apply a nice Korean sunscreen, which one of you recently pointed out, those really are moisturizers. They really are. My skin felt great. It felt great. It was so surprising to me because, again, I typically like much heavier moisturizers. But again, I think it's that Torriden really did a great job of formulating these products. I do still think you're going to like this more if you have, again, surprisingly, oily or combo dehydrated skin. I want to make sure to emphasize that if you have dry skin, I don't really think you need to run out and buy this, but it still is a very interesting formula. It really is similar in ingredients to the serum. I will say I do feel a bit surprised that the sunscreen from this brand is a mineral sunscreen. I'm kind of surprised by that. I do love a lot of the new filters that are used in Korean beauty sunscreens, so I don't gravitate towards mineral sunscreens from K-beauty brands. But I will say, I still respect even this product, the Dive-In Mild Sun Cream, SPF 50+, PA4+. We all know that's hard to find in a mineral sunscreen. I will add it has butyloctyl salicylate in it, so personally I would say it's a little more of a hybrid, but again, that's an ingredient that works for a lot of people. I am surprised that I did like this. It's not bad. It reminds me a lot of the Axis Y sunscreen, actually. They're very similar. If you liked that one, you will probably enjoy this as well. Again, personally, I just don't wear these a lot because, lest we forget, zinc oxide is an astringent ingredient, so it does feel a little drying on my skin type, which is dry. But again, it's another argument for this line really being for dehydrated skin, even if you do have oily or combo skin. Again, I think most of you can probably pass on this, and I do want to say it probably will leave a white cast on deeper skin tones, but again, nice to have the option of a mineral sunscreen. Let's move on to the next line, which for me ended up being the biggest surprise. The Balanceful Collection, which they say is focused all around Centella asiatica. I just haven't heard many people talk about this, but Torriden is doing something quite interesting with this collection. They are using LHA, that's a derivative of BHA, kind of a gentler option for people with acne. And in short, I would say this really does feel like a collection for, let me emphasize, mild acne. When I show you the clips of this, you're actually going to notice I had started to break out, but you only see this breakout in these clips because this collection is remarkably effective at calming, again, mild breakouts. It doesn't seem to help as much when I had larger pimples. And let me stress, I do have acne, so I do occasionally break out, and it's not always for a reason. Sometimes I just break out. So it wasn't as effective at helping with the larger pimples, but if I had just a bit of congestion going on, this collection rapidly helped to calm that, rapidly. So yes, I do think the emphasis here is on calming the skin. Let's start out with, again, the most popular cleansing gel in Korea right now, the Balanceful Cleansing Gel. I feel so validated on the way Torriden describes to use this. Let me quickly read from the box here. Tip: for deep cleansing, take an appropriate amount and spread evenly on dry skin. While the overall directions say put 1 to 2 pumps into wet hands and rub together to create a lather. This is exactly what I've been saying. If you apply these foam and these gel cleansers to dry skin, you do get a more harsh cleansing experience than if you take the product, lather it in your wet hands off your face, and then apply it to your skin. I feel so validated. This is an interesting one. It has the strongest smell out of everything in today's video, probably because it does contain rosemary essential oil, but again, a lot of people can use that ingredient in the cleansing step, and some can't. Just things to be mindful of. I did actually really like using this because I do like the smell of rosemary. It's an essential oil that my nose likes. I didn't find this too stripping, as long as, again, I did exactly what I'm showing you in the clip. I didn't find it too stripping. Again, I do personally prefer cream cleansers because I have a very dry skin type, but I didn't mind this. In fact, I liked it. I should add, it's very strange how this entire collection leaves your skin feeling genuinely cool. Your skin feels cool if you use these products, especially together. My skin felt almost cold after filming all of these clips. We have the exfoliating toner pads from this collection, which not only feature that LHA ingredient, but also PHA. So you're talking about a more gentle form of BHA and a more gentle form of AHA. A very Korean way to exfoliate your skin. I'm sure you all know Korean skincare just focuses on being much more gentle. Now with these, they do say that it has two sides to each of the pads in this product. One is more exfoliating, one is less, so you can flip them around if you so desire. You can use one side. I still personally prefer to just press toner pads into my skin, so that's what you'll see in the clip, but you have options for how to use these. And I do like that they say they give you plenty of liquid in here. Can you see that? So you never have to deal with a dry toner pad at the end. I liked these. Personally, probably wouldn't purchase these. I do tend to like to just buy a toner on its own instead. My personal favorite from this collection is the Balanceful Serum, the product where I really saw those overnight results. Again, though, I guess that makes sense because your serum is your treatment step, and since I think this entire line, or brand rather, focuses on treating skin concerns, you're gonna see the most from their serums, at least in general. Yeah, this one really surprised me. I cannot believe how much this calmed my skin and minimized bumps, again, in one night's use. That is speaking volumes, Torriden. But you know, again, like with the Dive-In line and the 5 types of hyaluronic acid, here we have 5 types of cica, those 4 active constituents, and the cica. Torriden just really likes the number 5. I don't know if any of you are into numerology. If 5 is your number, you too might really like Torriden. Is that my number? Not really a numerology person. And this one does also have your hyaluronic acid ingredients. It also has some brightening ingredients, some hydrating ingredients, and again, real lightweight. I think that whether you deal with mild acne on oily or combo skin or dry skin, I think all of us will like the feel of this. It's got that same wateriness to it that the Dive-In serum does. Yeah, frankly, I feel like this is a very underrated serum at this moment. But again, I have acne. If you don't have acne, you may not see the same kind of results that I do. But for me, I like this way more than the Dive-In serum personally, because I don't have dehydrated skin, I have acne. And then the Balanceful cream, it's still funny to me that they are calling these products creams, as to me they feel more like gels, and yet I do feel that they were doing a little more in terms of moisturizing than most gels. Again, these pair well with a sunscreen, nowhere near enough for me at night. That's when I need a much more heavy-duty moisturizer, but I was very pleasantly surprised with these for daytime use. I do want to make sure to say I don't think you need both of these. Pick the one that aligns more with your skin concern because they feel very similar again. But yeah, I was pleasantly surprised again. And that brings me to the final line from Torriden, their Solid-In collection. This is a collection that focuses on, can you guess? Right on. I heard someone say ceramides. You're right. 5 different types of ceramides, which means this is a collection for supporting the moisture barrier. Again, you can deal with a compromised barrier, whether you have dry, oily, or combo skin. But this is a collection where things actually do kind of get a little tricky. So let's start with the Solid-In Essence. They don't have a serum in this collection, at least not to my knowledge, at least not yet. But don't worry, because this essence, it's not your traditional essence. It does feel a lot more like a serum, which actually means, considering it is 3.38 fluid ounces, this is a very value serum. That's a lot of serum. I promise you, if you gave me a blind test of this product and you said, what is it? What category of skincare are we talking about? I would wholeheartedly think this is a serum. This one feels like it has more body to it than the other 2 serums we talked about, and yet it still does absorb nicely into your skin, a little more slowly than the other serums, but it does absorb, and you know, that's what you expect from a product that is targeting the barrier, the outer layer of your skin. Of course, it's going to absorb more slowly. Oh, this is such a soothing and yet lightweight product. It is such a well done ceramide product. And again, a lot of ceramide products do tend to be much more heavy. So again, whether you are dry, oily, or combo, I think you will really like this for what it does in terms of repairing the barrier. I love this collection. And again, it's the smallest, so there's only one other product to talk about, the Solid In Cream, which reminds me so much of the Dr. Jart Ceramidin product, so much. Except fragrance-free and also a lot more affordable. I gotta say some things with this cream. I know this entire video I've been saying these products can probably work on all skin types. This might actually be the one exception, and I say this only because of how much I do love this cream as somebody who has a dry skin type. Ooh, I love how this cream feels. And most likely, if you are oily or combo, we are going to differ in how we feel about especially moisturizers and cleansers. And yes, this one is thick. This is such a nice nighttime moisturizer. Again though, since I do have a dry skin type, I can even use this during the day. This one you feel on your skin, and I appreciate that. But I don't think realistically everyone will. Oh, I really, really like this cream. I really like it. Such a nice, heavy-duty moisturizer with all of these great ceramide ingredients. It does have jojoba seed oil high on the ingredients list, a carrier oil, again, something to know if you have oily or combo skin. Again, all those ceramide ingredients, some antioxidant-rich ingredients, just another beautiful formula. I want to end with some closing thoughts because overall I did have such a good and surprising experience with Torriden, so I want to make sure to say in the end, there are products that I feel I will stick with more than others. So I will say my favorite products from this, of course, these two, and then also the two serums. So a summary for this entire video, honestly, I went into this thinking, oh, I'm gonna be so bored this month, and nope, in the end, I am very pleasantly surprised. That's it for today's video. As always, these are all just my opinions. If you had a completely different experience, you can feel free to share that in the comment section below. Skincare is something that is very, very personal, and so I welcome all feedback, whether you agree with me or whether you disagree. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like and subscribe. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you all next time.